You're listening to the John and Heidi Show Bonus Hour. If you miss any of the program, you can find the podcast at the bottom of the page at sunnyradio.com.
Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show Bonus Hour on a Wednesday. Excited to have some fun things coming up on the program today. First of all, we've got Back to the Basics in Healthcare. That is something that we do each Wednesday. Also, want to remind you, we've got some prizes we're giving away later this week. Free Flag Friday coming up on Friday. If you get a chance, register now, sunnyradio.com. And I'm super excited to work with Maximum Promotions. We actually took a couple weeks off where we got this all ready to go again. It's a 3x5 flag from Maximum Promotions. And the nice thing about this is if you've already got a flagpole, you can put it right on there. But if you need a flagpole, they can help you with that as well. They've got an amazing flagpoles that you can put in the ground at your place, or you can put one right on the house and they can set you up with the flag and the hardware and everything. And again, you'll win a 3x5 flag, so you'll have a flag to put on all of it. So if you get a chance, get registered today at sunnyradio.com. And again, we'll be giving that away on Friday. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show on a Wednesday. Again, we've got Back to the Basics in Healthcare, but we also have a guest at the end of the hour, Yvonne Nicole Brown. And our kids used to watch her all the time on a show called Drake and Josh. And I would watch that because they were watching that. It's actually kind of a cool show. And her character on that was real fun. But then she was also on a TV show that I really enjoyed watching. I didn't watch nearly enough of it because there's so much of it that I've missed, but I would catch it here and there, called Community. She's on Community. I love her character on that. She's also been in a bunch of movies, a ton of TV shows, and she's got a new one out right now. And again, we're going to chat with Yvette Nicole Brown coming up at the end of this hour. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show Bonus Hour.
What a year. With prices on everything going up, it's more important than ever to have a better credit card. Some people use a credit card that's not a very good one. At bettercreditcards.com, we offer a variety of credit card options to fit your needs. Whether you want a card to give you cash back or points and perks, or a credit card to help you build your credit, we probably have it at bettercreditcards.com. Give yourself a little credit. Bettercreditcards.com. That's bettercreditcards.com.
Time now for Back to the Basics in Healthcare with Balanced Life Chiropractic. We have Dr. Harley joining us. How you doing, Dr. Harley?
Hey, John. I am doing fantastic. I'm so excited for Memorial Weekend. Is like the official start to summer.
Yeah, this is, it's the unofficial kickoff to summer because summer starts a little bit later, but this is like when it really starts.
Right. So...
And this weekend is a weekend people go out and go boating, and they go out and go, doing all kinds of stuff where they maybe do things that they're not used to doing. And that can also cause some issues, can it?
Right. So this is just kind of a PSA a little bit about getting ready for Memorial Weekend, being careful while you're out and kind of what to do afterwards. So first off, make sure you're drinking lots of water. It's going to be hot this week.
Hydrate.
Yeah. I mean, last year was pretty hot. So make sure you're drinking lots of water. Bring some electrolyte drinks or powders with you to help boost that hydration, especially if you're going to be outside in the sun all weekend.
And when she's talking about hydrating, it's probably not alcoholic beverages that you're talking about. But if you're having those, it's even more important to hydrate with regular stuff.
Make sure you're drinking water between those alcoholic beverages and teas and coffees. Because you're like, I'm drinking lots of juice, tea, coffee, all these. It's not water, though. Those things can be dehydrating. So as we start getting into summer, this is always like the weekend that if it's really hot, we're not really thinking about how hot it is. So make sure we're drinking, like I said, and I keep talking about, make sure you're drinking lots and lots and lots and lots and lots of water. At least half your body weight in ounces, kind of a minimum of 64 fluid ounces. Also go by, pea color. If you're kind of darker, you need to start drinking more.
That's what that means?
Yeah. Drinking more water. You want to shoot for more like lighter lemonade color. You're never going to look at lemonade the same way, but it's a good way to gauge how hydrated you are.
If it comes out looking like coffee, that means you drink too much coffee?
I think you probably should be going to urgent care at that point.
Okay, it's not quite that bad.
You're severely dehydrated by that point. So
no, water is a good thing. And now, does it matter if you drink flavored water? Does that change anything, or is that still
probably depends what's in it? If you have lots of sugars in it, or sugar alcohols, or artificial colors, that kind of stuff. It just kind of depends what you're putting in it. It's not the best for you overall. Your best bet is to really just drink pure,
water.
Clean water.
Just water.
Yes.
Water with water added. And then maybe some more water.
Right. I mean,
just add with water.
Right. Even like seltzer waters, too much of that can be a bad thing too. So again, make sure plain regular water is your best option.
Very nice. Now, do you guys have special hours this weekend, or is everything kind of back to normal next week?
Or it's going to be closed on Monday.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Well, I was going to say, I figured, Memorial Day. So,
So yeah, if you're out and about and you're feeling sore, achy, make sure, like I keep going back to the water, but it's a big thing to make sure you're taking plenty of water. Last thing you want is heat exhaustion or heat stroke, because those are, you're more likely to get that in the future if that happens to you.
Oh, I didn't realize that. And I suppose if you're out in the sun, maybe stay out of the sun a little bit too. To
right, finding shade, wearing like loose layers to cover up when you can.
Telling my wife to let me take a break every once in a while from all the work I'm doing.
She makes you work a lot.
She does. Actually, it's my choice too. So if somebody listening would like to connect with you, again, you won't be here Monday because it is Memorial Day, but if they'd like to connect and maybe book something for before that or after that, how do they get a hold of you?
Yeah, if you hit a little too hard this weekend, either the Weekend Warrior projects, boating, camping, hiking, all that stuff, and you're feeling sore and achy, give us a call on Tuesday at 605-215-1785. It's better to get ahead of it now, or even, next week, instead of waiting till your next big trip or the end of the summer and you're like, oh man, I really feel horrible. I should not have done that all summer. Shoulda, coulda, woulda's always a thing. Hindsight's 2020. So getting ahead of your health problems now, you're going to have a much happier, fun, safe summer.
Very nice. You can also find them online, and they've got a link to their Facebook page there and their phone numbers there at balancedlifesd.com.
Did you know you can allocate a percentage of your IRA to physical gold and silver with a tax-free rollover? You can put your IRA back on the gold standard. Genesis Gold IRA is the only IRA that can hold physical precious metals. Call now for your free gold and silver report and learn how to qualify for up to $10,000 in free silver. GenesisGoldIRA.com would like to help protect your IRA today with a simple phone call. Learn more and get the phone number at GenesisGoldIRA.com. That's GenesisGoldIRA.com.
Time now for This Day in Sioux Falls History, brought to you by the Sioux Falls Fun Page and Sunny 93.3. It was on this day, May 24th, 2018, that Justice Mark Salter, formerly Sioux Falls attorney, is appointed to the South Dakota Supreme Court. Justice Salter and his iconic and quite stylish bow tie wouldn't officially assume office until July 9th. A rarity in South Dakota, Justice Salter is both a jackrabbit and a coyote, having earned his undergraduate degree from SDSU and his Juris Doctorate from USD. He served in the U.S. Navy and Navy Reserves, as well as worked as a private attorney with the Sioux Falls firm Cutler and Donahoe. In 2004, Salter transitioned to the state's attorney's office, where he would stay as the head of the appellate division until his appointment as a justice on the 2nd Judicial Circuit Court in 2013. Justice Salter would serve the circuit court until his appointment by Governor Dennis Dugard to the South Dakota State Supreme Court in 2018. This Day in Sioux Falls History has been brought to you by SiouxFallsFunPage.com and Sunny 93.3.
How much do you pay for your cell phone every month? If it's more than $15, it's time for a Mintervention. Mint Mobile makes it affordable and easy to switch. Get a new phone or bring in your current phone. iPhones and Samsung phones both work well with Mint Mobile. At Mintervention.com, you can see the current special offers from Mint Mobile, offering premium wireless for just $15 a month. That's far less than most people are paying, just $15 a month. Learn more now at Mintervention.com. That's Mintervention.com.
Here's your Market Beat Minute for Wednesday, May 24th, brought to you by GenesisGoldIRA.com. Equity markets pulled back Tuesday as investor confidence erodes. Persistent high inflation, high interest rates, and a lack of debt ceiling resolution have taken their toll, and markets are facing volatility until the issue is resolved. Additionally, there are growing concerns discretionary spending will fall sharply this summer and lead to a recession. The next turning point for the market may be at hand. The S&P 500 is within critical resistance zone with key inflation data due out Friday. The PCE price index is expected to remain hot and keep the Fed on its current path. That is still the question to be answered, and the market generally doesn't like uncertainty. You can get the inside track from Wall Street's brightest minds delivered directly to your inbox every day at MarketBeatMinute.com.
InsuranceChicken.com wants to know, how much are you paying for your insurance? I know it seems like a hassle to switch to a different company, but if you can save a few bucks, it's worth crossing the road to InsuranceChicken.com. We have several of the top insurance companies trying to earn your business. They do that by offering great insurance that is cheap. Okay, enough of the silly chicken puns. It's time to get serious about saving you money on your insurance at InsuranceChicken.com. That's InsuranceChicken.com.